Welcome everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new video. And today, Burrito Gang, we're going to be doing a recap over the Mega KvK map, letting y'all know all the spicy details, what's been going on, what the map looks like, what we think is going to happen leading up to Pass 6 opening. So stay tuned and enjoy. Alrighty, Burrito Gang, we are back and in the Burrito Factory, giving y'all another breakdown, and I hope y'all enjoy it. First off, I want to start just quickly diving into the video because we got a lot to cover, and I want to show y'all what the map looks like as of right now, aka my birthday day, November 28th, at around 13 UTC. So this is what it currently looks like. If you're seeing it later on and it changes, that's just when it was recorded. So I'm going to show y'all each zone, what it looks like, and then we'll go into our little sketchboard that y'all always seem to love. And then I'm going to really dive deep into those zones and break down what happened once Pass 5's open, what we're looking at right now, and then what you can look forward to moving forward for Pass 6 openings. All right. So let's show y'all the zones real quick. Let's start off with probably one of the most controversial ones. And it probably is the most controversial one, which is the 846 zone up here. This is what it looks like currently with the shared zone. Well, it's not shared anymore, but it was a shared zone with 474 and 945. You can now see it is all 846 now. And we'll talk in details about what I believe happened. If you know personally what happened, you can confirm in the comments down below. Let us know. And then this used to be the 474 945 blocked zone, which 846 had to come through these passes in order to access. And as you can see, there is a ton of 846 in here. So that is that zone. Okay, top north. You can already see what kind of happened. We'll break that down as well. This is only filled. This is only filled with 846 and 556 up here. Other zone over here. You will see 93. Oh, where is it at? Right here. 93 and 556 own this zone as well. This was the contested zone between 254 and 93. Okay. And then this zone over here, you can now see is still owned, but now triple stacked with 254. So, and then the other zone over here is filled with both 254 and a couple from 945. Okay. Right. So I wanted to show y'all just the overall look of the map right now. We're going to switch screens real quick, and I'm going to do the breakdown for y'all. All right, here we go. Alrighty, Burrito Gang, welcome to the Burrito Factory, where we're out here mixing up trouble. All right, so we're going to start off first with a very quick overall breakdown prior to Pass 5's opening. I'm not going to go through everything. If you want to, there is a video that's also on the channel that did that as well. But that way y'all can see the progression of where we're going towards as we move closer and closer towards Kingsland. So these are the original predictions that I put for the first zone prior to KvK, the first pass even opening. Okay, so what happened once Pass 5's opened? Okay, what we guessed kind of happened. There was a couple of surprises, which was awesome to see. But the first and foremost, the most important one is 556 definitely double hopped. They double hopped these zones. Sorry about that. They double hopped these zones. I might be getting a flood of messages. And they forded outside of these passes. Okay. Let's zoom in and then kind of show y'all what happened in this zone. Okay, so after they did that, as y'all remember, there were several. These will be 93 forts. Then they had a couple right here, and then 254 had triangles. Okay. And they definitely had more forts than this, guys. I can't keep trying to get the iPad a little bit clean. Okay, once they took the pass, guys, it was an all-out brawl. If you missed it, we did a live stream on it, and it was an all-out brawl. And essentially what happened was they removed forts to allow 556 to then come through the pass and start building towards these forts. Okay. Very methodically, very calculated as they were doing that. And I'm going to erase and then rebuild it. 93 would then remove a fort. And then you would see, and we'll do a square for this. And then in return, 556 would then build a new fort in its place. That way they would be able to hit on multiple fronts. And as they were doing that, they conquered the field. They owned the field. And they really did push 254 back on their heels. They did a great job. They kept forting, holding the zone, doing that kind of stuff. 556 came out. They were ready. They were fresh. And 93, they both just combined their forces. They worked really well and slowly started to take the zone. You later saw them for 93. You later saw them pull another fort. And then you also saw 556 then start to invade the zone and then move out in multiple directions. And that's where it kind of got a little out of control. The brawls were fun. I know Bunny was solo filling flags. And it was a good time, man. It was a good time. Awesome live stream. In the side of this zone, okay, on this zone, you then saw 254 originally had a SX fort that was right here that they then removed, then put back. So it was a little confusing. They did have their forts because they did own this zone. It was free for them. Okay. They did own this zone, so that it did free it up for them. Okay. Let's slide over here. In this zone, there was a no contest over there. So 254 had free reign. They put a couple of forts here. And just basically, they just had free reign in this zone. Okay. Over here, this is where, well, actually, let's start with the 1075 556 because there was some activity. 1075 did do their little breakout. They had a little breakout and they dropped a fort right here. But that plan was foiled when 556 went like this, came around, and bang, bang, bang. Took them out, locked them back up, and that's the way it went. Over here, they did have a couple of forts. And that was that zone. And that was the end. 1075 did a great job, though. They kept poking and prodding, being a nice distraction. And here's where the interesting stuff happened in Zone 5. Are y'all ready, fam? This is out of control. Please confirm, if you can, in the comments below, if this is what actually happened. Because I was told this, and it kind of made sense because of how the forts were positioned. Okay, so we're going to zoom in on this zone. So 474 triangles at this zone absolutely forted out of their minds. Okay. And they had like a cluster by this zone. 846 had zero presence in this field. I think there was actually another one right here. And that's important. For those of y'all in KvK, y'all understand when you're working with allies, sometimes you pull back a fort because you only have a certain amount that you can put. You pull back one, give the space to an ally so they can build the fort, so on and so forth. So you're kind of moving chess pieces around the chessboard. Well, I'll have you know, boys. I'll have you know, while we were streaming, somebody goes, WIB has officially broken, 846 has officially broken into the 474 zone. And I'm like, what's going on? So we go and look. And from what I was told, 474 had removed a fortress for the opportunity, and we'll just do a circle, for 945 to place a fort in order to replace it. Okay. What they didn't expect is the Baguette squad to be super quick on their toes. Oh, to be super quick on their toes. And literally in its place prior to 945, they dropped a fortress right in the smack, right there, WIB. And from there then on, guys, it was just an all. Once it got built, they were just, whoop, and then it just V lines, and it was smooth sailing. They were burning. After this, once this happened, after it, I was told that the second most powerful alliance on 474 had just migrated out of 474. I don't know reasons why. Don't ask me. If you do know, you can post comments on below. No trolls, but that they did leave. And once I heard that, that's pretty hard. That's a lot of power. That's, you know, it's a lot of activity that's leaving your kingdom. And 846 just progressed through the map. So we're gonna flip over. We're gonna show y'all what the map now looks like color wise. Show y'all moving into zone 6, who occupies each zone, what it looks like, what our predictions are moving forward towards Kingsland, and then we'll wrap up the video. All right, here we go. And these are my predictions for what is going to happen once zone or pass 6 is open. And now there is a quick turnaround, kind of a quicker turnaround between 6s and 7 in the Kingsland. So that is why blue still holds what they're going to hold in this picture. Okay, that's first and foremost. I think 846 are going to absolutely start wrecking down here. So as you can see, 846 was already progressing into this zone fairly well. Okay, I think they're only going to continue, and then this past 6 is where they're going to try to get to. This will be very interesting. I don't foresee 945 being able to hold up to 846, which means that 846 would then own this past 6. Currently, right now on the map, I did show y'all at the beginning of the video what the map looked like. Okay, 254 currently at this second only have forts that are blocking. Actually, there's 3 right here. There's a couple right here that then block them out. But there are zero forts in this general area. Okay, I think that is a huge mistake. I think they're picking the lesser of two evils, I guess you would say. So they're choosing the side of 93 and 556 as opposed to 846. I don't know if that's the right play, but there are 0 forts protecting this pass right here. Okay, which I think is a huge mistake, because once 846 takes this past 6, they're just going to make their way in here. And if they get into this zone, Kingsland is chalk. In my opinion, the right play, and this is just me, would be to pull these forts. And it sounds really dumb to pull these forts and relocate them right here, and double stack that one, and then have a couple right here. I think you need to fort these zones, because this zone is the only, this one right here is the only zone that I think that blue is going to have access to going into Kingsland. So you have to make sure that you hold this at least until Kingsland opens. That way you can get through. And then once you get through, who cares? You made it in. Cool. Has been cleared out already. 254 is no longer in there where the star is at. Okay. So once pass 6 opens, you will be getting a ton of rallies getting pushed in to these forts. I suspect this is where kind of they're going to make their big stand. There's going to be lots of death, lots of massive reports, because that it's kind of the Leonidas moment. You got your shields, you're ready to lock up, because this is where you stand. And yeah, so as you can see, those are kind of my predictions for what's going to happen once pass 6 is open. I hope y'all enjoyed this breakdown, this predictions video. If you are, huge shout out to the 2,700 subs. We just smashed through 2,700. on our way to 5K. So if you haven't considered subscribing, subscribe to the channel. I believe 60% of y'all watching our videos haven't subbed. Help the channel out, support us, hit us with that sub, hit us with that like button, hit the bell icon, select all so that you get notified every single time we do a video and a live stream. And Burrito Gang, we'll see y'all in the next video. Bulba out.
No sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control. Eres el balance.